Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
Help!
Here,
Oh.
take my hand.
Ah!
Come on. You're gonna fall unless you take my hand.
No, give me your other hand.
Oh, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand.
No, get it away from me.
Take it. Take my hand.
Today, we celebrate the first of many diversity forums. Why is it that women appear to be worse at math than men? What is the source of this illusion? Or as I call it, the biggest lie ever told.
You're a worse version of Hitler.
Please believe me, I understand the problems of women. See?
The principal's a tranny.
Am I wearing women's clothes? I didn't notice. When I look in my closet, I don't see male clothes or female clothes. They're all the same.
Are you saying that men and women are identical?
No, of course not. Women are unique in every way.
Now he's saying women and men aren't equal.
No. It's the differences, of which there are none, that make the sameness exceptional. Just
I want to say I'm really glad Michael Bancroft is here. I mean this. I feel like, look, I'm an admirer of yours. I like what you've done. You've carved out a path for yourself. I want to be better friends. That's what I want to say to you. Rob, the Replicator, I didn't even know you were here. But welcome, my friend. You are an awesome artist, and we're happy to have you here. Wait, are you an artist?
Writer.
He is a good artist. Okay. Your books look great. Cheers, everyone. And
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
What's going on? I don't know. I'm not wearing any headphones, so if you hear an echo later, just let me know. I'm like the feminists in the 60s burning their bras. I'm untethering myself from the technology.
Yeah, it's annoying already. I can already tell it's annoying.
What do you mean? You can hear something?
It sounds echoey.
That shouldn't happen. Is my mic not right?
I don't know, Mike. I'm not in your little shack. I can't tell what's going on there.
No, it's the same mic. What's going on, Rob?
I don't know what time you call this, Michael. This is not. This is a not normal time we stream.
Bit late. How's the chat? How's the chat going? I'm in it. Like, today's been a long day. It started at about 5:30. It's now 6:30. Been working pretty much the whole time. Did a popular video today. It's over 1,000 in a day.
That was funny. You trying to explain that show to me and how it's.
I know. I was like, what did I say?
You should bring up those DMs, dude. They're pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. Let me bring it up. This is what I said. I was trying to convince Rob that Sandman is actually a decent show. It's just, it's really, really gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, Rob. It's not.
No. Of course not. Of course not.
People think that's what I was saying, and they're saying, "Stop whining. Why are you so angry?" I'm like, "Am I angry?" I said,
"Welcome to the dark side."
Hey, here's what I said. I said, at one point, 3 different couples, so you got 2 straight and 1 gay, they all swap partners with each other and start going at it. So now you got 2 gay couples and 1 straight. And that's on top of the 20 other gay characters already in it. It gets pretty awkward because they're all getting on the thing, on the screen. Other than that, the show's pretty good. You said it sounds super fucking shit. I said, it's not shit. It's just essentially moved beyond a normal show with some gay people to a really gay fantasy show. And you say you're not making the argument that you think you are.
Oh, are you going to say hello to chat or are you just going to ignore them?
I'll say hello to them. It's getting hot in here. Whew. I left the heater on all day accidentally.
Shit.
Went to work. It's not
My
good.
gosh. Could you imagine how much that would have cost you burning the shack down?
I know, right? We got Mo Biggs in here. He scored the first. Monkey Boy scored the second first. Hail Mo Biggs. Hail Monkey Boy. We got Pork.
Hunt.
Oh, you ruined it for me, Rob.
What if you say Pork and I say
okay,
Hunt?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, let's try it. We've got Pork.
Hunt.
In here. Yeah, that works.
Does it?
I think so. It breaks it up a little bit. Philbo Baggins is here. Andy's here. There's Mel. I locked Mel out accidentally and the kids.
Jeez.
I heard them yelling. They were like, Papa, Papa. I locked them out. It's freezing outside. But it was all good. It's all good. Just had to open the door for them. Lethal Divas here. Who else? Who else do I spy? Dark Side. I see Geek Hazu. I see Linkovich, Jeremy Burtz. All the best are in here. Oh, Dean lost his membership. Yeah, we've slunk under 200 again. Under the two, because they only last a month of gifted memberships.
Oh, poor Bancroft.
I know, right?
Oh no!
I can't hold my. I don't know how I can hold my head up and walk around Comicsgate with less than 200.
I don't know either.
Outrageous. It's all right. Maybe you can. Maybe you can grab one up, Dean. I don't know. Maybe he's like, I've seen enough back there. We got Sam Rogers. We got SDA. We got Sheila. What a hat group. We are indeed. Matt's here. Antoine's here. That clip ages like wine. The Simpsons one. Possibly the best clip ever recorded, especially the fact that it was recorded so many years ago. It's probably 20 years old by now.
Mate, I had an idea for a show that we could do similar to the Star Trek show.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Top 5 Simpsons episodes ever.
Mo Biggs might actually enjoy that. That would be weird. I don't know if I want to put on a show where Mo actually enjoys it.
I feel like Mo might have been like one of the writers from the Simpsons.
Imagine if he it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Like one of the originals, like the first 7 seasons type.
I don't know how long Rob's going to be able to stay up. It is pretty late for him. So we're going to get the show started. Antoine Dennison for 2. A great preponderance of homosexuality in Sandman. I mean, it's like beyond the pale. It really is. And people were like, like I said, people were like, oh, this guy's like anti-gay. No. You don't understand. I said to someone, it's as if they're all speaking German. And no one ever explains why are they speaking German if they're all in England?
You calling Germans gay?
No, I'm just saying, it's like, imagine everything is normal in the world, except cars all have 10 wheels. Like, what? Where's it? Like, why are they like that? No explanation. It's just like, imagine it's our world, except every second person you meet is gay. And it's just presented like that. And you're like, okay. But there's a whole agenda behind it. So you're like, okay, I get it. As long as they're hot lesbians, I'm okay with including them in everything. There is a hot lesbian couple in there. You're fine.
How hot?
Oh, not realistic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm just gonna.
You know any lesbians in real life?
I do actually. It's been a while, but yeah.
And are they?
No.
Yeah.
No.
See?
Actually, one of my best friends, one of his ex-girlfriends turned gay, so he's got that.
Did he turn her gay?
But he was her last boyfriend before turning gay. So I mean,
George Costanza her.
Yeah, you can draw your own conclusions.
How closely does it follow the comics? It's been so long, and there's like 72 Sandman issues. It's been so long. I read them in the late 90s, probably early 2000s. So, I remember bits of it. I don't remember all of it. Dream is actually really good. I'm really impressed with that actor and the whole gravitas. The world is a little small compared to, what I remember. But you know, not everything is Game of Thrones level budgets. It's like it's worth watching, but just be aware that there's a lot of
Pete Callan, 2022 Hagrid. You're a homosexual, Harry.
You're gay, Harry. You're a homosexual, Harry, and a darn good one at that, I wager.
Is it worth watching? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Look, I don't know. Mel likes it, but she's like, what is with all the gay people? You know, it's far and beyond anything I've ever encountered in terms of forced inclusion. You know, normally in a show there'll be one or two couples. Like we're just watching The Orville, which is great, fantastic. I encourage anyone who's into that sort of thing to watch The Orville. There's a gay couple in that who are aliens, and then there's humans who are, I mean, you just don't notice it. It's just part of the show. It's like it's not there omnipresent in every single frame.
We watched Prey last night, Mike. I enjoyed it. I think it'd be really interesting to do a tier list on the Predator movies because I think it'd be pretty divisive as to what goes where. But I don't know.
It seems to be a pretty divisive film. I don't even know if I'm going to watch it.
I'd go somewhere between 7 or 8, I think. Yeah.
Darkside says, I like it. Not the best, certainly not the worst. See, Junk says it was garbage too. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no consensus.
Prey was
Mo
okay.
says it was okay.
Yeah.
And people are asking this question. Zed has this right. Was it good or just not flaming garbage? We're so used to flaming garbage in 2022 that anything that isn't just an absolute dumpster fire, we're like, oh, well, that's pretty good. My shoes only smell a little bit of shit. Normally I'm like waist deep in shit by the time I come out.
It's so hard to tell now. It's so hard to tell, like, if it's actually good or if it's just the bar is so low that you enjoy things more. I don't know. I don't know.
Antoine says, something else that really bothers me is seeing blacks in all roles and all social levels throughout all ages of British society, and no one bats an eye. Someone tried to sort of make it a racial thing. I did bring up race in the video, but the video wasn't about the race swapping so much. In this show, it doesn't really matter as much because a lot of the race swaps, they're kind of like fantastical beings. They live in a sort of, you know, the dream world or some other world or something. There were black people in the sort of historical elements. I don't think they held like high societal whatever ranks or whatever. So.
Mo says, you had Bancroft at what really bothers me is seeing blacks.
No, it's like, that's not real. I mean, look, someone said all these people they commented on the video, all these people care about is the aesthetics with regards to the race swaps. It's like, well, no, it's like the characters are kind of iconic. Death is a pretty iconic character from the Sandman. You know, here and there, it doesn't really matter so much. But it's like the whole thing is it's about the grains of sand. You know, like with the ginger side thing. When it happened once or twice, they change a redhead in a comic into a black character in a movie or TV show. Once or twice, it's like, oh, that's it, you know. But once you get 50 in a row, then you start to go, what's going on here? You know?
Yeah, I think like the thing that bothers me the most, like for me, I'm not too fussed if they, you know, race swap, you know, gender swap, if there's a good reason. Like, you know, if you want to put Michael B. Jordan in a movie playing a character that's meant to be white because he's a better actor than whoever they've got, you know, on board for it, that's okay. It's when they start doing it just for the sake of doing it.
Just because they don't have enough black people in there with the source material. So they're like, oh, we have to get some non-white. We have to get some non-whites in here because the original source material is very white. Yeah, that's when it becomes tokenism, pandering, or whatever. Like, I don't know the reason why Samuel L. Jackson ended up as Nick Fury, but I like him as Nick Fury. I think he really made it his own.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But yeah. It's and you get I got comments as well today saying like this is made for an international audience, and guess what? The international the world is not white. It's whites are actually the minority in the world. So for you to want to keep it all white, which I don't, but anyway, you to want to keep it all white is you just not wanting to give up on it. It's like all you care about. It's like no. That he said, all you care about is how they like. You're the one who's thinking that international people, non-white people, say Asia, people in Africa, people, I mean, all over the world, wouldn't watch Sandman if there was only white people in it. That's racist. It's like you're a white person, you can't watch this movie because it's made in Asia. It's all Asians. It's weird.
Strange.
All right. Speaking of weird, what do you think of this? Hang on.
It looks great. It looks great. Can you go to the other guy? I think there's got to be a way to do his eyes that doesn't look like he's orgasming.
Rob, I'm not here to change things, all right?
No, I know you're not, Mike, but you know.
This is look at my old coloring. This is disgraceful. Look at this. I should be ashamed of myself.
I'm ashamed of you.
Ah! If a flatter gave me this now, I would get on a plane, fly over to their house, and spit in their face.
Mo says, now this is gay representation in comics done right. The only thing being forced down readers' throats is a quality cock.
I think I have to make a cock response video tomorrow. I think it's warranted. I don't know if you know this, Rob, but what's going on?
I've been having so much fun with the cock, Mike. It's been enjoyable.
Good. Yeah, we all should. What is happening here? What is this? I
super chatted Crackhead the other day, and I said to Kenneth, Kenneth goes to a club. Obviously, I didn't say all this, but I said, Kenneth to the ladies, hey, ladies, my cock has hit 6 figures. I thought it was genius. Right, cool.
Sorry, my my
Good to know you
friggin'
enjoyed it.
My tablet is it's not sensitive. I know it is. What's going on? I got the wrong brush. Sorry, I ruined your joke, Rob. I apologize. It's good now.
Are you gonna Are you gonna change the eyes while you're there?
No, I'm not changing his eyes.
What happens if you move the eyeballs to like the lower part of the eyes, not rolled up into the back of his head?
Why would they be in the lower part of his eyes? He's dead.
Yeah, I mean, eyes can go different places, Mike.
No, they relax and they roll up. You know when you close your eyes look up. Did you know that?
I don't know you've killed this many people to be an expert on it.
No, not killed, but I've seen an eye that is completely paralyzed, and someone lifts up the eyelid, and it's up into the head.
Antoine says, I've been having so much fun with the cock, Mike. It's been enjoyable.
It's good. It's good. We all should. We all should embrace these incredible cocks that we're all working on day and night.
I don't know about you guys in chat. Do you have any suggestions as to how Michael can make this
There's no
look
fixing, Rob.
less sexual? Just throw them in there.
No, it's unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. Don't need it.
Mo says Rob and Bancroft are going to recreate this image on their next double date. We so should. That would be hilarious.
Who will be who?
Oh,
I think you're a larger human than me, so I think you have to be Gilgamesh. This has to be me. I have to be Enkidu.
I don't know if I could lift your head up like that, mate. How much does your head weigh?
It is quite sizable. That's true.
Only Rob sees the sexiness. You guys, you're lying to me. I know you see it too.
Yeah, this is a poignant moment. Do you remember what the words on the page are in this scene? Do you remember when I read it out to you? There's nothing sexual. Let me get it up again. It says
there's nothing sexual. Let me get it up again.
All right. Soak it in. It says, "My story begins, Lord, with the passing of my beloved companion, who was taken from me ere I could be humbled. It is for this reason I have come to fear death." That's all. Nothing sexual going on. I mean, there may have been something sexual. Historians are not agreed on, whether their relationship was sexual, but it's all right.
Mo says, the only people who don't see the sex in this are the people who were shocked to learn Freddie Mercury was into dudes.
No. No. It's all above board.
What's with that tassel going on over there, Mike? You're just not doing any. You're leaving that uncolored.
No, that's what I'm doing, because I remember I drew this last time and I just sort of put it on the shelf. Haven't really gotten back to it. I had such a long day today. I thought, what am I going to do tonight if I stream? I was like, I'm just going to do something easy, which is what I normally do anyway, but I thought this was pretty easy. What are you laughing? If you're going to laugh at things, read
I'm about to read it.
Good.
Jeez, oh my God. You have had a long day, mate.
I have.
Who's
really
your cornflakes this morning?
I don't like cornflakes.
Micra says, nothing sexual going on, but there may have been something sexual. Historians haven't agreed. Yeah, that cleared it right up.
Well, there's nothing sexual going on in my version. How about that? Not explicitly anyway. Is that good enough?
No.
You'd think it would be. I started the colors on
the Embrace.
They look really good.
Show us.
I don't know if I should.
Why?
I don't know. Dean was in a stream earlier and he was saying, sometimes you just want to leave the final piece until the big reveal. And I was like, is he trying to tell me something here?
I think it's sweet that you think Dean thinks in that much depth.
You think I'm sweet, Rob?
I said I think it's sweet. I don't think you're sweet. Antoine says getting people in the butt wasn't considered gay back then. There you go.
Yeah, Gilgamesh, he did that. Smart people in the chat will remember the word for it, where the Lord beds the wife on the night of the...
Oh, God, that was from Braveheart, mate.
Yeah. Well, it's an ancient practice. But Gilgamesh was big on it. And Prima Nocta, thank you, Micra. See, I told you there's smart people here in this chat. But when there were no brides to have, he would often take young boys, I'm told. Well, I don't know how young. I don't want to say like young. I don't really know the ins and outs, but that's the story I'm told. He liked to dominate people. He was not a well-loved king. So I've been told.
So what color scheme are you going with this?
Well, I've got to make this more. It's going to sit alongside this. Yeah. So it's got to be a bit more sunny, a bit more orange.
Antoine says 12 years old was over the hill for Gil.
Yeah.
How recently has he died? Like, is it like he's just died now?
This is him. He found him. He found him in his bed. He just sort of cleaned him up. The traditional way that people draw. I've got a Gilgamesh here, I think. Hold on. This is the way that Gilgamesh has traditionally been depicted, if I can find him. So there's Gilgamesh. Let me go full. There's Gilgamesh there. As the king
looks like Jesus.
What? No, Rob. Jesus never looked like that.
Long hair with a beard. What are you talking about?
All right. This is Enkidu. He's got horns. He's very hairy. He's very naked. Look, he's butt naked there in one of them.
I'm shocked that you're not drawing him this way. Butt naked and with horns.
Well, my idea is that in the Lucent, these people were real people.
Mm-hmm.
And the legends and the story sort of exaggerated their traits. And, they would say, oh, he had horns, but maybe that was just more a metaphor for, something about him.
Those buttons look like smiley faces.
They do too. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
He's got his tongue out. They do too.
Oh, you got Tarks9, new member.
Oh, Tarks, thank you so much.
I should probably load up the YouTube, huh? It is annoying that you can't it doesn't show member stuff on the YouTube. On the StreamYard, I mean.
I know that is annoying, yes.
Wow, that was delayed.
Yeah, I'm thinking, Rob. The thing about coloring is you have to think. I don't like to talk and think at the same time. I just like to blurt out whatever pops into my head. Yeah, so Gilgamesh is always portrayed as a much sort of larger than life kind of character. Enkidu is he was made out of clay by the gods, so he's always depicted like that. I want to say who are the real people behind the myths? So that's how I've decided to depict them.
Tarks9 says, about time and joined your channel, Bancroft.
Thank you, Tarks. You are a legend, my friend.
Mm.
Tarks has quickly become very active and prominent member of many chats.
Come join mine. Antoine says, Rob and Mike want to see members, which is another word for cock, Mobigs.
I want to see as many members as possible, as feasible, as humanly feasible.
He wants all the members to DM him, their members.
I'm not opposed to people sending me digital cocks.
Wow. that did not go the way I thought it was going to go.
Sorry, digital creator-owned comics. I've got to stop being so lazy and always using the acronym. You know, got to say it for what it is. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a pretty funny video tomorrow. I hope it'll be funny. We'll see.
About what?
Well, I'm going to be responding to some cock critics that Dark Gift alerted me to. I didn't even know that there were critics of cock out there. I thought we were like, everyone was on board the cock agenda. But apparently not. Apparently there's some misguided souls who aren't down with the cock.
Might even watch that one. That sounds interesting.
It should be good. I'm not, you know, I'm just here to spread the cock. Cocks.
You've had a ton of cocks all over your channel in the last couple of years.
I have, yeah. The reason why, see, people have a misunderstanding why I wanted to start using that instead of independent comics. It's because independent comics also is like Image and stuff, you know. They're it's a different model. It's a different method.
But Image is creator-owned comics too.
Yeah, the creators own them, but they don't own Image. You know, you see the difference? Like you don't get a profit share in Image. You're just licensed by Image or whatever. Like they publish you. You own the IP, sure, but you don't own Image. We own our own everything. That's an important distinction, I feel.
Has anyone slid into your DMs yet with their?
God, I hope not.
Oh, I hope
please
they do.
Please don't anyone take this literally.
No, please, please, everyone take this literally.
If they do, they might get a cock block.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? I'm not sure what to do here. I don't like this mustardy brown.
Jonah said Bill needs more gay mesh in his outfit.
No, there'll be no gay mesh.
You could.
You know what?
Do that.
I probably got the white from a existing, like there's some white, and actually the color scheme is pretty similar to what they've got here in this comic. And this one is probably more historically accurate. Well, not historically accurate, but like more representative. He's wearing some weird feather thing in this. Maybe I might make it a bit more purple. Purple is traditionally a regal color.
Mo says Bancroft must think a cock block is like a knife's block for cocks.
You just stick them all in?
Yeah.
Micah, you can DM me a rooster. I don't mind. If anyone wants to DM me roosters, they will not get the block. If it's anything else, yeah, no problem.
Mike, can I give you some color knowledge right now, based on my extensive history with coloring miniatures? Yeah. Gold and red go really well together, and gold and blue go really well together.
Maybe I do blue.
Give it a whirl. Give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl. Get a bit of blue in there. The Uruks, the Sumerian, what are they? Are they Sumerian? Gilgamesh? I think they are. I think it's ancient Sumer. They were very famous for their blue walls. So that would make sense. Blue and gold. Blue and gold go well together. Do you know why?
Because they look sick.
Yeah, but there's an actual scientific reason.
No. but I'm
They're
sure you're going to tell me
complementary.
about it.
Are you interested?
I don't know.
They're opposite. They're opposite colors on the color wheel, so they just harmonize visually. So if you get two colors that are real close to each other on the color wheel, not so much. It's not the same amount of contrast.
Anton, all this cock talk made Arnold think about miniatures for some inexplicable reason.
Why was that, Rob? Why did that remind you of miniatures all of a sudden?
Just this color you've got going on here, man. It's like gold and blue and gold and red. I think looks
it's like
all
40K or something.
Yeah. Like Zinch.
I got to color in his wicked mullet. He had an awesome mullet. Gilgamesh. That's canon. Like I've never seen him depicted without a mullet. He does end up losing his mullet on his journey, which is a bit like Samson losing the power of his hair.
I'm trying to find a good blue and gold miniature here, and I cannot. You wouldn't care anyway.
Not really.
Blue and gold. Rob, are you a fan of the Smurfs? Not really, but that was like one of the shows we had, Mike. One of the cartoons we had was Smurfs.
Do you remember the Smurf minis, like the rubber things? You don't?
No.
They were massive. The little figurines. The little plastic whatever figurines. You'd go to a shop and there would be a whole tub of them, and they were like $1 each or something, or 3 for $2. And you could collect the whole. We should have something like that, but CG figures.
Sounds like where you grew up in your mansion. Doesn't sound like something that happened around these parts.
I forgot you didn't have shops.
Yep.
Where you grew up. That was too much to ask.
Dillard.
It's gold.
Dillard super chat. I almost read it. I forgot whose channel I was on.
Thank you, Dillard. He says gold looks best draped across my tanned neckline.
It sounds so sexual.
Everything sounds sexual tonight. I don't know why that's happening on this channel. Ever since that creator-owned comics video dropped, it's just like everyone's obsessed with sex. I can't figure it out.
I like this color. Like it's a brighter, goldy type color.
Well, Sumerians were the first civilization that we know of that grew up after the Great Flood. So I believe that there were pre-flood civilizations that disappeared, but we don't know who they were.
So how do you color gold, Mike, to make it look gold?
Just put some white highlights on it, just shiny. When you want something to look shiny, see, if you want something to look smooth, you would put a soft brush on. If you want them to look shiny, you just put like a hard edge brush. And it gives a nice little sheen to it. Travis T says, me too. Is Rob still here?
Yes.
I can't see you, so I'm like, you're really quiet for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Micro says, I thought Ritter said never highlight in white, Mike. What did you say to that?
Well, you set it to like a special adjustment layer. I like hard light. You can use linear light or linear dodge or overlay or whatever. Often it actually depends on the color that you're overlaying. And it'll take the color underneath and accentuate it. So it won't be pure white. It will be a whiter version of, the color that it's highlighting. That's what I did with your Goliath piece.
The piece you haven't finished.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I want to see you. I want to see you color some gold. I want to see how you do it.
All right. Well,
Richard Falk says, "How about some visually appealing graphic novels or vagin?"
Vision. I'm down.
I saw someone, I don't know where it was, but they said creator-owned comics kingdom. What did you think of that, Bancroft?
Yeah. Or creator-owned comics. What was the other one? I've now forgotten it. Damn it. Yeah, but I like the acronym to stay as just COC. Otherwise, people start to get the wrong idea of what we're talking about. They start to think we're talking about something that isn't comic books.
Do you think it matters anymore, though? Like,
that is totally a smiley face, by the way.
Those two of them are crazily smiley faces.
This is a clown that's winking. Hang on. This one's got 3 eyes.
It's funny. You start at the right. You start at the right, and as you go left, they get more and more drunk.
I had a stroke over here. COC King, yeah, that's it. Was I think Sean Crummell asked today, is there a COC King stream? I thought, well, there is now. Let's make one.
That's fantastic. That has to happen.
And also, Mo had a fantastic idea. He said maybe we can do a regular stream where we get two creators with their cocks onto one stream, and we make them fight it out for backers, and we call it CG Cockfight. And it's like whoever gets the most backers on the stream wins the cockfight. What do you reckon?
That's funny. That's funny.
I think that's a fantastic idea. Who doesn't love a good cockfight? The possibilities are endless.
You don't know what you've created.
I really didn't. Dark Gift did a video on it today and is like, Bancroft this just happened. It just landed on his lap. And now it's funny. Like, people are weirded out by it. People are laughing. That tweet thread was effing hilarious. And the YouTube thread and everything.
Yeah, like, I mean, the stuff people say about CG, I don't think it really matters if we go around using the word cock. You know, it's kind of minor in the scheme of things.
Well, to me, I was thinking, like, the people who are not on board with this, they're the people who seem to have a problem with just like having fun. I don't know if that's everyone like that, but like some people were not on board. One person said, what did I say? He was like, it was a tweet thread, and he just said, "What's a cock?" And I said, "Well, if you have to ask," and I got a tweet, a gif, like, you know, he didn't like that. He was deeply offended. He was deeply offended that he thought I was attacking him.
It's funny though, like the majority of people in CG is so desensitized to offensive things just from, what's happened, that we're probably so different from just the normal people in the world today.
Well, I don't think we're above like getting butt hurt. I think this guy actually was CG or circling. But yeah, the most people that I've seen who are not joining in on the fun anti-CG. People speculating at what? Why are they trying to move away from the Comicsgate hashtag? Why are they trying to create a new name for themselves? And they're speculating. They're like,
Pete Cullen says, I heard a rumor I didn't start that Rob's really a Puma Fist. I don't know who that is. Is that really offensive?
Oh man. Puma Fist is like meme magic. No, you won't better Google it. The guy's got like, the guy had, I don't know, 100 or so. No, he had 29 subs, and then JDA got him like 100. So everyone who watches him is JDA's fans. He's just like this. He's a bewildering human. Anyway, he finishes all of his videos with Puma Fist out. That's his like handle thing.
Oh my god, I so have to do that. That sounds fun.
You know, he's like, he's probably one of the guys. I think he was one of the guys who was like, "Is the money real?" From what's his face? From Eric July.
Who cares?
And then he was one of the guys.
He's American Liam.
Yeah,
Pete.
But like, yeah, even look, he's all over the place. He's all over the place. So, how thick to make these things? I think it's that thick.
Mate, I was having a hilarious.
I'm having a real bad time explaining Puma Fist. You just got to sort of experience him for yourself.
Oh yeah, I already tuned out. I had a really fun time doing the accents on our show the other day. God, that was funny.
I say. I'm John Malin. Yeah, you were saying we should just promote our books the whole time with.
At least it would be entertaining, though, wouldn't it? You know, like everyone does pitches, and you're like, oh. But if we all did pitches in accents, that could be something. Yep, 91 people in here. If you guys can hit like and subscribe, and consider being a member if you haven't already joined.
If you like the look of this man's agony, his passion, consider signing up to the Painted Death mailing list. This panel is a panel from that book. And I think we're getting close to 900 sign-ups, so like 20 away or something.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think these videos have really been helping that out, because I say sign up a lot on those, and the videos as opposed to the streams, you get new people watching.
Yep.
Whereas the streams, it's mostly guys who are already subscribed. So, it's hard to get people to sign up to your mailing list if you're just streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have imagined that making videos on YouTube was a beneficial thing?
Pete Callan says, do an American urban accent. Dude, I can't even. I'm so bad with accents. I don't think I can do it.
Oh, shit. Like that?
You just sound like an idiot. Is that what he's after?
What's urban? Isn't that like slang for black? Is he wanting me to do like eubonics or something?
I don't know.
It's like saying ethnic. Ethnic is the catch-all phrase for not.
That was actually really good. What are you talking about?
Thank you, Micro. He just knows. He knows what he's talking about.
It's me, Mario.
Is that as high as you can go?
It's me, Mario.
And that's better.
Mo Big says Bancrofts. Oh shit! Sounded almost as bad as Rob's. God,
Yeah, don't.
Do it, Mo.
You know
I
what
was
I
gonna
figured
do it.
out?
I was gonna do it.
You know what I
can't do
figured out?
accents. Yeah, what?
Your emotional damage. You know what it is?
What?
You are doing Speedy Gonzalez saying emotional damage. So get yourself into a really stereotypical portrayal of a Mexican, like, oh no, ese no, you like that. I just drink some tequila, and then you say
Accidental racism.
emotional damage, like that. That's what you sound like.
That
when you
sounded
do it.
good though.
No, that sounds like you doing it.
Well, I mean, hats off to that guy. He sounds great. I just want to do it now. I want to do it, but I don't want to hurt Mo.
No, it's really painful to hear you do it. It's like,
but does it make you feel better about your life afterwards?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's painful.
I was really happy with my emojis that I made, Bancroft.
Yeah, they're pretty good. You want to share them?
Yeah,
maybe you can get some members.
I'll share them. I need to think of what other ones to do.
Well, you can only do so many, and until you need new members to unlock more. So don't get too ahead of yourself.
Where have I put them? Gotta find them.
What's going on over here? I don't know. I feel like something needs to happen. Let's just color in here. See, people don't realize coloring is problem solving. It's like working out a puzzle.
All right. Okay. This is the first one. Crying Rob emoji. I thought people would appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty.
You know what? I just need to change it to brown. You don't have black hair like that.
Okay. That's cool. Angry Rob.
Yeah. I approve.
Silent Mike.
Why am I silent?
I don't know. He's sitting on the fence about something.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Super fan. So this one is like when you see something you really like, you could use this if you wanted to. And I really like this one. I made it for Mo because I just imagine it like him listening to certain people in particular.
That's just going to be what everyone does your whole show. They're just going to put that.
That's fine.
Simply Green says they suck, Rob.
Oh. Well, that's ruined my life. Thanks.
Can't please everyone. I think they're good. How did you make them?
I've spent like 10 years in emoji school.
I didn't think you had that sort of that kind of skill. I don't like this. I'm getting rid of it.
No, I don't. I just Superfan sucks. All of them were good except Superfan. Pull the trigger.
Yeah, Superfan
trigger.
Is a bit like it's a bit gay. You know, it's a bit lame.
We need a Rob is overly pleased with himself emoji. I could do that.
We need a super rare emoji for whenever you tell a joke that's actually funny. People can bring it out and be like
a white whale type thing.
Yeah.
Read mine, Rob. Mo says, there will never be a need for the superfan emoji in Rob's chat. Savage.
Do you have super fans, Rob?
Yeah.
They buy everything in large quantities.
Yep.
Nice.
It's pretty crazy, man. Like I've got.
Well,
I've
it
got
makes sense. You are Australia's #1 crowdfunder of comic books.
Yeah. What can you say? I don't know how you guys let me be #1. You should be blaming yourself for that.
It is pretty shameful.
It is terrible.
I have to say.
This you let this be the #1 guy in Australia.
What were we thinking?
I don't know. No, but it is pretty crazy, man. Like I've got a few people that like will buy everything. Like even if there's like a virgin variant or a color variant, they'll buy that. It's crazy.
Are they new or have they been with you a long time?
No, they've been with me a long time. Yeah. Justice for Liam. Liam just declared war. You need an angry Liam emoji. Family members don't count as super fans, Rob. Yeah.
It's my mum.
It's me, mummy.
D. Under 200 super bogans, not on my watch today. Ooh. Ooh. What has D got in store for us? Did you hear that, Rob?
I do.
Sounds like D is a super fan. D is a bona fide super fan.
D is a legend.
Helping us out. Helping keep our rods like fed, happy and fat. Fat rods. That's what we want.
Micah says Liam's declaring war on everyone. Welcome to the club, Rob.
Micah, that happened ages ago. That was like...
I remember when Micah yelled at me. Times change.
Yeah.
I don't like this little...
I probably yelled at you too.
Here. What I don't... What's this?
What's what?
Would there be like a gold highlight on that part of his thinger that you're coloring?
Yeah.
D just gifted 10 memberships.
Oh, D, the legend.
D, get over to my channel.
I haven't made a thing. Hang on. This one's for D.
I am a maverick. I am a savage. I am a legend. I am a madman. You never know what I'm going to do next. I am a mad lad.
Thank you, D. You mad lad. That's what I just put in the chat. Hail D. Thank you, man. That is awesome. Kenjack Ben, Riddlebox, Linkovic, Shane, Awasi. Awasi V's in the chat. He's lurking. Jay Lee, Nicholas Gear, Nathan Poll, Scottsley, and Hobby Helix were all gifted glorious membership entry to the VIP Bogan Discord. I love to see some lurkers getting these memberships. You guys can all, I mean, don't do it now, but you can all go and check out the membership tab on the channel and browse through the Rod Looper gallery. See if anything in there takes your fancy. You can't buy anything, but you can look at it. And that's pretty cool.
Is Rod digital or is he traditional?
He's both.
Oh, you should get some traditional pages done, man.
But I think he's doing. He was doing digital at the start, but I think now he's just doing traditional for Fractured Mind.
Nice.
I think he's seeing that the people are getting on board with the Lucent Rod, and he'll be able to sell those pages for a pretty penny. So it's good stuff.
Have you got some sort of arrangement with him? Like, I mean, like the standard, I don't want to say the standard, but a common way of doing it is you get a page, he gets a page, you get a page, he gets a page. Have you got anything like that?
No, I'm happy for him to just take the money and run. And, you know, if he's happy with it, he comes back.
Micro said, Rob, how's Rod's other book doing? What's that called? Fractured Echo?
Fractured Echo. I don't think it's moved like terribly much. D says, gotta support the AU comic chaps. Thank you so much, D. You are a legend. Bancroft should sell Rod stuff through the campaign. Oh, yeah. I mean, this campaign's coming after Pain of Death. So the Fractured Mind stuff is like, we're taking it slow on that. Darkside says, wait until you see what Rod and I are cooking. Gonna be blown away. That fantastic. More Rod. More Rod for all of us.
Well, it's looking pretty bleak for Fractured Echo, I've got to say. Hopefully they can turn it around, but 71 backers, 3.359. I don't know if this is the second 30 or the.
I think they didn't do 30 and 30. They just
did like 60 or something.
Yeah,
that's cool. I don't know. Like some people, I don't want to say some people, but you know, you get the impression that failing a campaign's a bad thing, but I don't think it is. You know,
nah.
Just learn from your mistakes and fire it up again and try and do better. I'm sure they will. So
that's exactly what he said he'd do.
Yeah. I think I'd almost rather fail than barely get over the line. You know, like it's so tight with money and making comics that just making it is pretty rough. Mo says this, and it sounds ominous coming from him. Rob makes a good point. Failing a campaign is a good thing. Micah says, failing a campaign is basically a blow to the ego thing is you heal and get over it. 10,000 goal is a bit too high for a first campaign. Yeah. It's tough, man. It's
People
not
have
easy.
done it. People have done it and made it. But yeah, it's like you're pushing a boulder uphill. It's especially if you're an unknown. And he was like, he had an idea to make a comic a year ago. So he's like, in creator-owned comics, that's nothing. A year is nothing.
It takes a year just to get you to color something.
Exactly.
I've got to head off in a minute, man. My daughter's sick, so
I
can't stay. I'll stay for a couple more minutes.
It's all right. I'll hang with the chat for a bit and then close it out. I mean, everyone seems to be having a good time. We've got Micah Curtis in here. I haven't had Micah in my chat in a long time. Great to see. I would think it's like late for some of these people, but Hyper Wizard says, nice coon face. There you go, Rob. There's another one of you out there. Do you guys normally cry when you blast? Like,
Wow, that just got really weird really quickly. That is the perfect time for me to bow out. Catch you guys later. Chat. You guys are awesome. Mike, it's been something.
It's been something. All right, Rob, thank you for coming and hanging out.
You're welcome.
I would play an outro for you, but I don't have one.
Thanks.
So you can just go.
Okay. Bye, guys.
See ya. It's just us now. It's just us. D says, have you thought about getting a creator-owned comics domain names? I haven't. I haven't thought about that. Awesome One says Rob is a good dad. I'm a good dad too. It's 4:30 a.m. in Texas. You guys are so funny. Like Comicsgate to me happens during the day. This is about as late as I Comicsgate, like that, you know? It doesn't get much later than this, which is about 7:30 p.m. You go in, you have dinner, watch some TV, do some drawing or whatever. You guys are on a whole different wavelength. I mean, I love it, but yeah, I don't think I would do it. I need my sleep. I think Gilgamesh is looking pretty good there. They're pretty snazzy. Awesome One says you're usually on at 10 p.m. in the US. Yeah, well, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's all I know. All right, I think I'm gonna make this background a bit more something. Whoa. Oh, my old flats. I tell you what, working with my old colors is a pain in the butt. Hawk Hunt says his dinner's getting cold. Oh, it's no good. I don't even know what I'm having for dinner. Skip asks, is this fan art from Troy? Mo says send Skip the link. Do you want to come on, Skip? A good old-fashioned Bancroft and Skip stream? Do that. I mean, I can't promise how long it'll last. But Courtney's going to go watch TV. See you, Courtney. All right. I'm going to send Skip the link. Just for a little bit. And where the hell is he? Skip Edwards. Yes. I'll watch this on TV. Oh my goodness. Courtney. That's funny. Well, enjoy me on the big screen. Pete Callan says, send Micah the link so I can fall asleep. You be nice, Pete Callan. My goodness. We had a good show the other day with Micah. Did very well. It was fun. I like having good guests on that can hold a conversation. Broken Compass Comics, he was great too. I love it when it's just so natural. Everything just flows and works. You can just some guests, I just feel like we can just chat about anything and there's no stress. We can just have fun. Funnily enough, Dal Keown was like that straight away. And I'd spoken to Dal Keown for like a couple of minutes on another stream previously. He came on, it was just like instant click. He's a really charismatic guy. I think that's good. I'm just going to make some masks here. All right, there's that one. Jonas says Dale is a rock star. Micah says, yeah, hanging out with him is awesome. Yeah, it's like just some people you just click. Sumos wants to start trouble. He says, who were the bad, unnatural guests, Bancroft? You guys know. You guys know who out there, they're a little dry in their personality. It's like you ask them a question and it's a bit like getting blood from a stone. Mo Biggs 2 says, I would rank the Micah stream even higher than the PTP or Andy Smith streams. Is that like a good thing or a bad thing? Mo. Are you saying Micah was boring or less boring? Agent Zero says, I'd love to come on your show sometime. Maybe we can make that happen. We'll see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do more of these half-hour streams on the days where I'm busy, and make it sort of an opportunity for guys who haven't really streamed much on my show to sort of just see how they see the rapport they have with the chat, and as well, it's like a good thing to do in case there's like someone just has a mailing list where there's not that much to show or there's nothing to sell. I think that's a good idea. Don't like that. Don't like that. He says, Mo Biggs confirms, less boring. Didn't say how much less. Well, at least less is still something, right? Still something. Atheline says maybe blue. For the sky? Nah, man. No blue sky. This is like ancient Sumer. Haven't you seen movies set in the Middle East? Everything is washed in yellow. Just like in Mexico, everything's like blue or green. It looks like the Matrix. That's a fact. It's based on a true geological science. Pete says, so it's a test audience stream for lamos and Micah Curtis. No. Well, no. No, but sometimes it's like, what I like to do is have a topic. And sometimes, not everyone's the best with discussing topics. It sort of becomes a one-sided conversation with myself. And, you just sort of waiting to get around to talking about the book. So that'd be perfect for it. And as well, it's like sometimes there's just not that much to say, and sometimes I can't come up with a topic. Sometimes there's just nothing to talk about. But the show must go on. Nonetheless. Anthony says Mexico is sepia tone in movies. Is it sepia? I thought it was greeny blue. Can't much remember. Wow, Pete Carlin is really a big fan of Micah Curtis. I wasn't aware of this. He says it won't help Micah. Oh, wait, yeah. Micah says it was either way, it's washed out. It really is. It's very desaturated, Mexico. There's no bright color. Even though there's lots of bright colors in Mexico, they're all desaturated. That's what the movies have taught me. All right, let's see if we got in here. Whoa.
Hey, Bancroft and the chat.
Skip, you sound like you have a better mic.
Yeah, I'm on headphones right now.
Sounds good. Do you have an echo? Tell me if you get an echo, because I don't have any earphones in, and
I'll see what the chat says. I don't have any.
I think we're good. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. I went to sleep early because we had a flash flood out here, and my
Mhm.
power was out. So I went to sleep around 9 p.m. So I just woke up and I was like, "Oh man, they're streaming late today." So missed the first half of the stream. What's going on here? Who are we coloring?
This is Gilgamesh up here.
Okay.
So the first 10 pages of Painted Death set in the time of Gilgamesh. I can't remember the exact date off the top of my head, but thousands and thousands of years ago. And these pages chronicle his journey after the death of Enkidu, his companion, his bestie, his BFF. Because he dies, Gilgamesh he begins to fear death, so he seeks out everlasting life. And
Okay.
that's the story. That's how the book starts. And who he seeks out is of great importance to the Lucent, to the greater story. So this is him mourning the death of
Troy.
Enkidu.
Oh, right.
What was that?
I thought it was Troy. Thank you, Mo Biggs, for having Bancroft send me the link. Special thank you to Mo Biggs. I forgot to lead with that as soon as I entered.
It's not Troy. It's
Eric Grant says Gilgamesh and his colon companions.
I don't know why everyone thinks this is so gay.
Probably from your Sandman thumbnail.
Yeah, I guess I've been courting with it.
Antoine Dennison says Hyper Wizard and Keto's got that stinky dew. And Hyper Wizard says his butt daddy. So.
Oh my god. You guys, if that's what you think the kind of story you're gonna be getting in Painted Death, you're gonna be gravely disappointed. I don't think I should even put this on the campaign page because people will just get the wrong idea. No. Unless I do a Kickstarter and then people will be like, "Oh, I want to buy this," because they have the wrong idea.
Yeah, there might be a platform to crowdfund historically accurate books, though. We just don't know about it.
Well, this isn't historically accurate.
Oh,
this is my interpretation. This is me being Tarantino. You know how Tarantino loves to take historical events like Django and the Nazis and Charles Manson and twist them into his story.
Yeah, it's like a fan retelling.
Exactly.
Antoine Dennison says, "What if there's no explicit gay sex? I'm refunding." Then Pornbot showed up.
Amazing, isn't that? How amazing that Pornbot shows up.
And then
if I lighten his skin a bit, make it a bit more pallid.
I don't know this member in the chat. Sol Curry Alt Inot says gay time. Maybe that's what the word balloon could say.
No, he's showing a golden gay time. He's a fan and a member, and he's just expressing his love of the classic Australian treat, the golden gay time. It's a favorite in this household, by the way.
The golden gay time? Yeah. Mm-hmm. We have something similar, but they're called Sunday Crunch bars.
Sounds boring.
Yeah, it sounds very like cis
sounds like
ice
no
cream.
one can make a meme out of that.
Right? I wonder if that's like a marketing thing. They're like, what's something you can put in your mouth and nobody will make fun of you? A Sunday Crunch.
You saw what some Aussies did over there with their gay times. We want to avoid that at all cost. Maybe that's what it was.
So, the background, do you have something that you're gonna stat in, like something that you've already drawn, or?
No, because this is a close up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So there's going to be some text, some dialogue. I already read that out for Rob. He wasn't impressed.
Yeah, when someone's just a writer, they're never impressed by someone that draws and writes. So
Yeah, so there's
like a rule.
like some dialogue here, some narration on the left, but it's a close up. I just wanted to like focus on this, on the passion.
I had to rethink what you said. Say narration again.
Narration.
Huh.
Is that unusual?
Yeah, it didn't even hit like the right word.
How do you say it?
Narration.
And I say what?
Narration.
Yeah.
Or narration. I don't know.
Do you know who you remind me of, Skip? Someone I've been watching a lot of lately because I didn't realize that people upload his clips to YouTube. Someone who I used to watch all the time, and he got kicked off YouTube, and now he's back in clip form, and you even look a little bit like him.
Oh
now
no!
that I think about it.
Rot 10 Glory.
No.
Why a cat book?
Gavin McGinnis.
No, Billy Basco was saying that for a long time.
The way it's your cadence, and it's also your sense of humor.
No.
You don't like Gavin?
No, it's great. I love when I'm compared to someone that's all right. Like someone that far right.
You think Gavin McGinnis is alt-right?
I don't know that much about him, just from what I read up on, like on Wikipedia or something.
No, he's not. He's not alt-right.
Yeah, Billy Basco used to say that. But I took the beard down. I don't have a twisty mustache, so.
Gavin McGinnis is hilarious.
Yeah, I've been watching a guy. I got Shelby. We streamed today. I got Shelby to watch this guy for a while with me. His name's Cash Jordan. It's some realtor in New York City that just does walkthroughs of tiny New York City apartments, like the smallest shit, like 90 square foot for $2,000 a month. And he tries to he has a dry sense of humor, and he tries to keep it real straight laced. But he's like, well, this place is perfect if you like drugs, because there's a bong store, then there's a dispensary, then there's a pizza place, all at the bottom floor of your apartment. But stuff's great. Antoine Dennison says Gavin McInnes, and a lot of people like Gavin McInnes. And then,
yeah, Hyper Wizard has it right. He says, "You believe in the alt-right? I'm of the same mind. I don't think any of that is real. I think it's all just a massive media concoction made up to scapegoat, to destroy conservative speakers. That's what they do with Comicsgate. That's
K2000. K2000 says, "Who is this far lefty cuck?"
I don't know where all my masks have gone.
Adam Kemper says, if Skip is Gavin McInnes, does that make Liam a copper cabe? I don't know what that means. Maybe you do.
Copper cab is a lolcow, probably one of the most famous and hilarious lolcows in the history of the internet that Gavin just took a fascination with. And yeah, they had these big flame wars, and I think it's difficult to know with these lolcows how much is real and how much is kayfabe. It's a bit like you and me, Skip. Actually, how did I bring you in here without playing your video? I just forgot about that. Would you like that video that I play?
Oh, go for it. How's that for?
We are kind of back together though.
Yeah. How's that for hard left cuck?
Yeah.
That was great. I hope he goes to my chat. Like I could use that. You have a lot of people in the chat that I'm not used to seeing. I'm trying to keep up with it.
Well, it's a different time of the night, so
yeah, it's like the normal time. There's probably about 20 of them, and everyone else is a name I've never seen.
I was just actually I was talking to Rob earlier off in a DM, and I realized that the times that I like guaranteed to stream every week now, because sometimes I can make it on a Wednesday and sometimes I can't, just depending on how busy I am, because I've got the video game show, I'm doing daily videos, and I've got Rob's thing, and sometimes I just can't fit in an extra stream.
Yeah.
So it's just Thursday and Friday night, which is up against the Jack Show and up against the Ballers. So it's like, it's just getting harder and harder, but I don't have any other times I can really fit streams in.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that on my stream earlier, or maybe in the back room, but me and Shelby, because we've been doing uploads, if like, because we'll both just record a stream if other people are on, but you know, other people complain like that you streamed over them. Like obviously, like you kind of, yours is a little bit different because you've kind of earned a certain time slot. You're 10 p.m. Eastern just because you did it for so long.
11 p.m.
Oh, is it 11 p.m.?
Yeah.
My time zone doesn't change, so I think it's 9 o'clock here. But do you really have to watch who you stream over anymore? Like, I mean, isn't everyone kind of in grind it mode now, where like they need to just be streaming without the excuses?
Yeah, I don't reschedule streams ever. The only one that I'll really see like a massive drop is Ethan. Like I see a dip when the Jack Show starts. You know, first it's like 10 or 20 and then 30, but you still a decent crowd sticks around. A lot of people in the chat are saying, yeah, like Antoine's there. Is there any overlap with those audience? There's some, but yeah, they're doing like Ballers and the Jack Show are, you know, drunk entertainment streams. So that's like, I'm offering on a late night with Comicsgate, it's a completely different sort of show.
Yeah. So you have someone here named Wakazashi's Tea House. Found you today because of the Sandman video. It's working, Bancroft. Your shorts are working.
Thank you. Well, great to have you here.
Yeah, me and Shelby were talking about starting to do some smaller videos together, but like what we'd actually talk about, just because we're not really as opinionated about like the culture war stuff or about like political and like all of it. So we're just kind of coming up with like kind of brainstorming ideas of what other things we could do. And at the end of the conversation, it's just like, as long as we start recording something and putting it out there, you can start finding an audience. I think everyone kind of needs to be in that frame of mind anymore.
The only things I try not to, everyone's saying hello to Wakazashi. Welcome, new person here in the chat. Says he's a huge comic book fan since the 80s. Are you getting an echo now? I'm hearing something.
Here and there I'll get one, but
I can put headphones in. It's not an issue.
It hasn't been bad. It's not an echo. Like I'll hear myself go through your headphones here and there, but that's it.
Yeah, look, the thing about like I've always said, yeah, I'm not interested in any of that stuff too, but I'm gonna talk about comic book related pop culture.
Yeah.
And the whole purpose is to get people into like see that Comicsgate is an alternative, just like Ripper is doing with the Ripperverse. He says he does videos on whatever to get people to watch. That's popular stuff to get people to watch, and then he says, "Here, I've got an alternative." So that's what I'm thinking of doing. That even if I'm not like super passionate about it, but I'm not pretending to be. I watched an ads video today. Haven't watched Ad's video in a while.
I've
He was like livid. He
mhm.
was really angry. What was it about? It was some idiot on Twitter who was saying that we think having a woman or anyone who's gay or anyone who's black in anything is negative. That's like makes it woke. And he was making the argument against that, but he was really angry about it. And I was like, kind of like, whoa. I don't get angry. I find all this stuff really funny, and I also think it's great for us.
Yeah.
Like my take on the that silly comic book panel where the guy's like, punching the Joker would be cool, but it's much better to punch homophobia. Like my take is like, yes, more. Like this is hilarious. I love it. This stuff sells our books. Like people just want an alternative to that shit. So like I don't get angry about it. So you can have like that take. I know a lot of people call it like outrage stuff, and I'm not putting Az down. That's his thing, that's his shtick. He may actually be, I mean, he did seem it to me. He was like actually genuinely angry. But I'm not like that. But I don't consider what I'm doing, talking about this stuff, farming outrage. I'm just thinking, I just want to talk about stuff that's popular so that new people like Wakazashi can find the channel and find cool Comicscape books.
Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of his brand, though. Like an ads rant is kind of what people show up for.
Hmm.
I don't think that many people care about him painting miniatures anymore. So, Old Dirty Fatty says, "Chat, if I started a show called Slapnut Coomstream, would you watch?" But I haven't seen any replies yet, so
I would certainly maybe check it out just to sort of see what it is.
yeah, get Aerith on. And then they're saying,
I was going to do something here.
Az has been attacked a lot lately. Sumathori's still waiting for a good skip rant. Nah, I don't really rant.
I don't rant. I don't have it in me. I'm not a ranter. I don't. Yeah, like it would be fake and forced. I'm gonna try and see how I'm gonna highlight this. Hang on, I've got this here. Highlights.
So what was the purpose of you learning how to color comics? Was it for when you were just doing a web comic, or was it something you figured out before that? Like you integrated it from your day job?
Now my headphones cut out and I didn't catch the last of that.
Like the comic book coloring, you do it a very specific way. Is it something you learned through graphic design, or you?
No, not at all. I just started doing it how I thought you did it, and then I realized that was probably like a dumb way to do it. So I learned through YouTube, just watching people on YouTube. There's like,
Was
many.
Was it color with Kurt, the K. Michael Russell?
Mostly,
stuff,
that was like the biggest. Yeah, that was the biggest one.
Yeah, I took his lessons and I'm in his Discord now, and it's really weird because if you start doing it this way, where you create a panel selection, then a flat selection, and like you just kind of start in the biggest area and work your way down to the detail, and then start doing shadows to lights after you put in all of your values. You start like the next page you draw, you kind of ink it that way, like where you trace the silhouette of the character first and then started adding detail and it's really weird. It just got my brain and my workflow working differently.
I definitely draw with the colors in mind. Yes. Hyper Wizard asks if I ever use gradient maps. I don't really know. I learned about that. I was like, I'm trying to do, especially for interiors, I'm trying to make it look the coolest it possibly can with the fewest possible steps.
Yeah.
Like if I do a pin-up or a cover, I might, jazz it up a little bit.
Yeah, I thought I could be wrong, but I thought that using gradient maps is basically like randomizing your colors too. Like you can't really keep the same ones every panel because you hit gradient map and doesn't it just automatically select it?
No, you can create maps. You
Oh,
can
okay.
create and save them and reuse them and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
it's
We have someone named Awesome One here. He's saying my mind can't figure out colors and perspective. The best thing to do is draw something on a stream publicly, and people will tell you what you're doing wrong. Like for real.
yeah. Yeah, they really will. They really will.
I remember
wow.
$20
$20
Canadian.
super chat. Thank you so much, Tarks. You are a legend. Tarks just became a member and now he's super chatting. Love it. Hail Michael Bancroft, Hail Comicsgate, Hail Chat, having the best time in comics since the 90s. Thank you, Comicsgate. And he gives one of these. Cheers. Cheers. And look at that doggo. What a beauty. Thank you so much, Tarks. You are awesome.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, like learning how to draw and everything, and then learning how bad you are by getting critiqued by strangers. The internet's a fun place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I remember when I first was doing a web comic, I had there was this little brand where basically you could join this forum and do an 8-page pitch, and if it was good enough and you made it through like this Facebook community, they would put you in this pitch packet and then they would sell that. And there was like a 90% pickup rate after that you would get published, whether it be through Aftershock or some smaller publisher. But they would just like destroy you. Like, so you would be on this panel after you submitted your pages, and then you'd have like 100 people just cut you up. It was amazing though. Like you can learn a lot. Like
sounds like my uni.
Yeah.
When I was at school. I mean, I never had that for comics. I get that now, but you know.
Yeah.
Now I don't really care as much. Like,
God, that's gonna be my biggest fear now. Could all of the Americans in the chat just imagine doing a presentation in a classroom full of Australians that are just heckling you?
Nah, it's all good.
Oh, we got Risey Lee in the chat.
Oh, Hal Risey.
Man, I didn't know he made it to these parts.
Yeah, Risey's hung around a little bit here. I mean, not a lot, but a little bit. I mean, it's not unheard of. She McQueen says, did we ever get a follow-up on Perspective Gate? You mean after I showed the model,
the
3D model? Yeah. No. So I got torn to shreds by Vicky. Well, my piece did. And then I showed how the perspective is actually all correct, and she dropped it. So I haven't heard any further, and yeah, she hasn't pushed it any further. I mean, I can show you the end result of that if you haven't seen it. If I can just load it up, it's actually a big page, so
so I think
take a while to open.
Excuse me. I think Mo Biggs left, and you don't have any mods in your chat now. Looks like Mel B is the one silencing a porn bot for you.
Oh, I might have to do it then. Thank you, Mel. No mods. Yeah, Jim Cox is here.
Oh yeah, I'm scrolling up right now. But you know how it'll show you who timed out the last thing? It was
yeah, right.
Yeah, they're all Mel B.
So
maybe make Sumo Thori a mod. What do you think?
I think he doesn't want to be.
I know, that's why it would be funner.
No, I don't.
We can blame him when
Pete Callan's here. Pete Callan's here.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is the end result of the thing. A big critique was that nothing lined up as it needed to. It does. There are some spots that like I just kind of eyeball because like whatever, you know. And they were off by a couple of millimeters here and there. It's no biggie. And then people were like, why are the pillars so flat? And that's exactly what we were just talking about. I was like, well, they're flat because I haven't colored them yet. I'm not like getting in there with the cross hatching and shading these things up like I'm freaking. Who's the guy who did the Frankenstein book?
Bernie
uh,
Wrightson.
Bernie Wrightson. I don't draw like that. You need the colors to sort of get the depth and everything with my stuff. It all worked out in the end. I'm pretty happy with this page and how it all came out. But yeah, it's true. Like you get torn to shreds doing this live. Sumo says, "Don't do me any favors, Bancroft. Do you want a wrench? I'll give you a wrench, Sumo. I'm happy to give you a wrench.
And then we could complain every
It would
time
be my honor."
Sumo doesn't post anything for us.
Now people are asking. Now Pete's asking why Sheila doesn't have a wrench. Hail Sheila. Sheila. I don't know if it's Sheila Aliens or Sheila Allens.
Sheila Allen. Or no, I think she goes by Sheila Aliens. I think you're right.
Yeah. Well, she's Sheila Aliens in the chat, so that's what I'll call her. Micah says, "Love the feel of that page, dude. That page is like." And let me actually share the friggin'. I'm still finalizing the top panel, but this is going to be shown on the this is going to be shown on the campaign page, so it's like no problem to no problem to show off. I've just got to.
I just realized something. The last couple of days, I didn't know you could add more artwork to your sign up pages, but then I saw Camel Moon's new sign up page for Boots and Heels, and under where it says like a sign up and everything, like you scroll down and then he's got like 6 pages of artwork. I didn't even know you could do that. I need to figure that out this week.
You can add quite a bit onto there. I fell into the trap where people don't put in a social media image, high-res social media image, and I had that going for ages. So anytime you ever share it, it was blurry. So you've got to make sure that's uploaded so it's crisp whenever, because no one will retweet you on Twitter if your image is all blurry.
Yeah.
Tommy's here. How you going, mate? Big cock aficionado. Has YouTube Raid ever worked out, by the way? Yeah, they've been working great. I mean, it depends. Like, it depends. So it depends on who I raid. If I raid Lord Crackhead, if I raid the Diaz brothers, that they did really well. Others, it's like you never know what you're gonna get into. So there was one stream I raided, a stream that had like 10 people watching, and 40 people come in, they get a big jump, but then everyone leaves straight away because they just weren't paying attention to the chat. They didn't know anyone was there. They were like kind of mumbling amongst themselves, and they didn't even realize all these people had come in until 10 minutes after, and they're like, "Oh, what's that?" And by then almost everyone had left. So.
Yeah, YouTube's been doing some weird things for me lately. I've been trying to stream every day, and I'm getting around 100 views right now, but I did one and it was only 5 minutes because my daughter was sick and woke up. So I was like, oh shoot, and I muted myself and stepped away to make sure everything was all right for a minute. And then I ended up having to end the stream. That one got over 300 views now. And it's like a 5-minute view, 5-minute recording, and it's like the same thumbnail, same tags and everything because I haven't been changing them, and I'm using Restream now and it auto saves. But yeah, the 5-minute video got so much traffic, and it's like unique traffic. So I think they're like really pushing on the uploaded videos now, or like the shorter videos.
Definitely. And that I usually get anywhere between 50 and 80 subs a month just through streaming. And ever since I started doing the daily vids, it's like 200. And the thing about the vids is all you need is one to go viral.
Yeah.
Like to get caught, to get picked up by the algorithm, and then who knows how high it can go.
Yeah, that's one thing you didn't ask Micah Curtis about. A lot of people that weren't here in the early days might not remember, but He was actually a viral streamer because of what he had to say about Gamergate. Do you remember that?
We did talk a little bit about that. We did talk a little bit. We didn't
'Cause
really go into it, but
I remember he had one video that hit like 12,000 views.
yeah, no, we talked about. I think it was more than 12,000. I think it was a lot more.
Yeah.
If his mic is still in the chat, I think it was a lot more than 12,000. Like maybe 80,000 or something.
And yeah, he's saying this is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
no, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing. What you have to do is you keep doing videos, and then eventually one of them gets picked up by the algorithm and just starts getting spread around everywhere. And then you have to put up with all these people who want to disingenuously just look at your thumbnail or your title and argue with you about shit you didn't say. That's okay. You know, you take the bad with the good. Mel's messaging me saying, "Do these people even watch the video?" And I'm like, "No, of course not. Why would they watch the video? They're just here to argue."
Yeah.
But
building your YouTube it's got to be the funniest, and there's no answer on how to do it. Like it's ridiculous because some people take off, others don't, and the two of you could do the same exact content. My kids, they both started channels now. My two oldest, my boys, and they're both doing like stop motion animation videos with toys and adding music and stuff to it.
And they're getting more views than you.
Spoilers, yeah. But my son, he's hitting like 10 to 20,000 views now. And the first week, I did a stream and I was like, "Oh yeah, my son, he started a little channel, and if anyone feels like, you know, giving him a sub, yeah, I'm over that. I'm not promoting him. He hasn't like tagged me in anything yet." I'm like, "Hey son, how about that community page? Pull that open and drop my link in there." But yeah, it's crazy.
I'm just gonna stick. The thing about that is, like, I just want to stick to comic book related stuff. So that, because getting a load of subs and getting a load of views is great, but if they don't translate to anything.
Yeah, Sumo Thori in the chat just said, "Just trample all over Skip's story, Bancroft." Yeah, thanks.
That's what I do. Do I need to play the video again? Oh, where is it? Why can't it's the video I can never find. It's like the universe wants us to get back together, but you know that ain't happening. I wish I could just play it for longer.
Yeah, you'd end up getting a strike. Like, there's a lot of
it'll get claimed. It'll get claimed anyway.
Maybe you could add like a Taylor Swift tag to it and get all of that fan base. You might get bigger than Eric July.
It's like that time, I think it was Eric Grant made a funny Twister image, and I thought, that's funny image. I'll put that on as my thumbnail.
Yeah.
And then I got like a couple of hundred comic book people watching, my regular audience, and 4,500 Twister fans looking at it.
The rapper Twista?
No, Twister the game.
Oh,
like, you know, like Redfoot.
I forgot you can't say a hard R at the end.
Yeah.
Twista's a rapper. Twister is a game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm incapable of hard R's. I'm safe. Like, I'll never slip up on that. I'm literally incapable. They were like rabid fans, and they were like, "What is this?"
Yeah,
like, this isn't about Twister. And I was like, "I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't promote it to you." I guess I did. I put the.
Man, we got Shane Davis in here. He's saying hard R.
Hard R.
And
it's just so unnatural to say that.
But you guys say it with manga. And so, like,
no, we only say it with manga when there's a word coming after it, so it sounds like it. Like, there's a manga renaissance. You know, you would link them together.
Huh. Then what else is going on in the chat? People are saying, "Hail to Shane." Antoine says, "I heard you use a hard R on a name the other day that ended in a vowel."
Yeah. Look, I don't make the rules. I just, you know, sometimes things happen. I never knew that I occasionally said manga until people started pointing it out to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I really never interacted with Australian people until Comicsgate YouTube like became like a place to hang out. And then all of a sudden it's like you learn all of these different things. Early on I hung out with Comics Kellaway a lot. I don't know where he's been, but
Yeah,
and
we
like
haven't seen him in ages.
yeah. Hopefully he's getting his book done. But I don't know, some people just burn out and disappear too, so you never really know in this side of the internet.
Why
Pete
did you
Callan
bring up
says,
Rotten Glory earlier? That's a name I haven't heard of in a long time.
"Oh, me and I had Finatra on a stream a few days ago, and he was talking about like the first stream that he had gone on, like when he started meeting people. I was like, well, no, I met you on Rotten Glory's stream, and then back when like early on, Bancroft did Friday night streams where it was just a drunk no topic stream, and that's how kind of like your core group like all kind of met, and that's how we met people like Shane and a lot of other channels.
That I was been watching 80s Made Consumers channel a little bit.
Yeah, I've been
His
watching
channel is
that.
doing the same thing.
Mhm.
And it reminds me of what we used to do back in 2020.
Yeah, it's definitely like that. It's weird like watching new channels too because they kind of are going through the same thing. Like, well, I'm gonna make a book and it's gonna be this many issues and I'm gonna do this to grow my audience. It's like, dude, just start doing it and then the rest will figure itself out. You really shouldn't start out with too much of a plan because you have to adjust everything so frequently.
Yeah. I say you jump out of the plane and you put the parachute on the way down.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like the whole like best laid plans and everything. It can all come unstuck pretty quickly. We've all figured that out. Especially us guys who work for a living.
Yeah,
I say
if you have
like those guys like Shane Davis, they don't work for you know what I mean? Like we have day jobs. So we don't get to, plan out exactly how it's all gonna go.
Shane's gonna be a huge YouTuber though. Like he's been YouTubing less than you, Bancroft. That's incredible.
Shane does things that I would never think of doing. Like he was on a stream, he was on Ethan's a while back, no, like a week ago, and he was showing off his Dalkion cover that he's got framed up, and he wanted to like teabag John Malin about it. I would never think of this. He just started licking it, like, like just in front of Malin, and it was
brutal.
I was just like, I would never think of that. I don't have that sort of moxie.
I don't know. You
but
do
I'm
a lot of
glad that
things
he does.
You do a lot of things that other people won't think about too, though. Don't discredit yourself. You've gotten really good at streaming the last few years.
You'd bloody well hope so.
I mean, look, think about it this way: you and Rob have been on YouTube like the same amount of time. That's it. That's the whole comparison. Awesome
I'm
one
glad
says
Rob isn't here to hear that.
I hope he is. Awesome one is saying Shane is a comic historian, and his next comment, and a drunk. It reads like a dad joke.
Yeah. And Mel says blouses and VB and gay time and budgie smugglers and sombreros. Yeah, a lot of that stuff is like other people helping me with that though. So I just like the memes happen. Like I didn't come up with cock. That was Neff. And I just like, I was like, okay, that's my skill. My skill is recognizing when a meme is like sprouting, and then I yank it out and run away with it.
Yeah, your channel definitely like tests the lore. Like if it's gonna stick, like it has to stick with the chat here for it to be something.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna color anymore. I think I'm
Wakazashi's Tea House is asking do you guys watch the Thinking Critical channel? I watch their Saturday morning show, the big panel one, but not a lot of his updates. Like those just don't show up in my feed though. Do you watch him?
I used to. I don't like. I go in and out of watching people. Like I'll go on a big binge of watching your boy Zach, or
Actually,
I
I'm the
watched
same
Az
way.
for the first time today in months. I've been watching a lot of Eric July, but yeah, I haven't watched Thinking Critical in a while.
Yeah. We have John in the chat. Good morning, John.
He asks, "What is this?" This is Gilgamesh. This is Gilgamesh and Enkidu. This is a panel from Painted Death. Skip, it's been great to have you on, but I think I'm going to have to close it out.
All right.
Do you have a book that you're taking sign-ups for?
Hey, I do. And it doesn't have Troy crying over Leonidas's death. I have a book called A Sleight of Hand. If anyone could drop the link in there, I'm almost to 100 signups, which
drop the
according to Rob Arnold is the standard before you launch. So if I could get
he
to
likes
100
to make
signups.
he likes to make rules. Think about rules on this channel.
And Jim Cox
I'm
says,
just gonna-
no, Skip, Bancroft will hang on to things that don't fly. Sumathori, you never modded him. He says, I would if I could, Skip.
See, he does want it. He's so bashful he doesn't want to say it. All right, hang on. Sumo Thori, this is a monumental moment. Where is it? Again, I can never find the video I need to find in the moment I need to find it. God damn it!
Michael dropped the link.
God damn it! Where is it? Here it is. Sumo Thori. There you go. Felix Huss. Felix Huss in is it a clutch move? Is that what it's called? Clinch? I can never remember.
Where is he? Let's see here.
Let me stop sharing old Gilgy and share.
Right at the wire, Felix Haas swoops in and saves the day.
He did. He really did.
Yeah, that's
A
my
sleight of hand. Oh, you have a video. I should have shared the audio. Let me share the audio. Here it is. Let's watch it. All power is tested. Eventually.
You better find your
I remember this.
You better look for cover.
What's this band?
We make a choice.
It's the Murder City Devils.
To get up in the morning and farewell. We need a honor. We need a victor. We need a sign.
Yeah, thanks for
Sub to
playing that.
Skip's channel, says Sumo Thori. And you should listen to Sumo because I see him. Yeah, you should get some pictures on here.
Yeah, I honestly I didn't know I could. So I'll probably edit some stuff in.
Skip.
Even if it's just some line art. Get some new stuff on it.
Anton wants to know whose art that is.
The book's written, drawn, colored by me. I'm just getting feedback from people along the way. Like Richard Friend's helping me with the art. Narwhal edited the story. Bancroft will tell me if I'm using the wrong colors, I'm sure, at some point. He likes doing that.
Skip is handicapped. Is that how you like to say it?
I'm what's the nice new way that handy capable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is not fully abled.
I can't see all of the colors, but I can't tell you what colors I can't see because I don't know.
Why is Mel saying it's been a long day? Is that like wrap it up? Simply Green says developmentally challenged. I don't know if that's accurate. I want to share mine because we are at, if I can be so bold as to ask one of the 80 people still hanging on to this stream. We are less than 20 signups away from 900 on Painted Death. I'm going to show Skip how to do this. It's pretty massive, isn't it? It's pretty crazy.
What did you launch with on your first book?
267, and I had about 60. I had about 60 for almost the entirety of the time I had a mailing list. I got onto John Malin's channel, and then I got onto and then I got into Cecil's channel. I'm saying that before I launched. And it just jumped up to like 260 right before, and then also right before I did the those cartoons, remember?
Yeah.
And then I put a link saying sign up to my thing, and that's how all of those three things jumped me up to 260. But it was like 60 something for ages.
Yeah, for the people in the chat, back then they were more accessible. It wasn't as hard to get on their streams. So it'd be like the equivalent of going on Jeremy Lord Crackhead's channel now or Bancroft's channel. Like they weren't like
They were
you
very
had more
regular,
access
yeah.
back then. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Cecil streams like what once every couple months now, and then the Jack show, and that's
And
it.
it's usually with just if he does promote it, it's usually just one person. He used to do a call in, so you'd call in. It was like a pitch thing. You get like a minute or two to pitch, and then you get booted.
Yeah.
And then John would do his Comicscape Presents show. Yeah, look at all these images you can put in, Skip.
Oh, that looks great. John is saying,
Yeah.
did Skip just back in my day us?
Well, it was a lifetime ago. It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
that's crazy. D says, I love that new cover. Now that is a one, and there'll be 10 of those available, and you can't buy them.
So you had on your first campaign page, you had that thing you did where you made a GIF. Do you have something that you're gonna in the works for us for the new campaign, like an animation or something for a cover? Good deal. Because that was, I remember everybody was talking about that before you had a lot posted on your page.
I was one of the first people who discovered how to get GIFs onto Indiegogo pages. People would ask me how to do it, and I would tell them, and they'd just be like, nah, fuck it, I can't be bothered. Because it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. But yeah, this cover here, I'm going to give away 5 to anyone who signs up. You don't even have to back the book. And then the other 5, we're going to be doing giveaways throughout the whole campaign, so they'll be available to win. But they're not for sale. So yeah, do sign up. It's going to be cool. I should probably. I never do this. I don't remember the last time I played my friggin' teaser trailer. This is only the teaser trailer. I'm gonna make a proper trailer with more stuff on it.
Nice.
Where the hell is it? Here it is.
You speak as though I have conquered death. I live death every day. I am surrounded by it, smothered by it. Look at you now. He would have everlasting life. You seek to defy death, yet you cannot even defy sleep. And our like sleep is to death. It is a painted death.
There you go. This isn't true, John. Listen. What does he say? You speak as though I have conquered death. All you need to do is like put some bass onto it, put some reverb, and that's it. It is a painted death.
So
See?
was
Easy.
there did you do all like the editing and the sound through like one application, or did you have to do an audio track and then something for the video also?
I mean, if we can hang around for like 5 minutes, I can show you how it works. It's all done in Premiere Pro. I've got this. I just downloaded this cinematic music and sounds package. I think it cost like $50 or something, and it had all the. It has like all. Why did I lose my mic just then? That was weird.
Yeah, I'm like reloading pages to see if I like started lagging. I thought it was on my end.
No, I just got to be able to find it if I can. All right, Painted Death trailer, teaser trailer. Here we go. I don't think I've ever shown. Hang on, let me move things around so people can see things.
Awesome one says Bancroft breaks accent. Or
did I?
Bancroft accent breaks mics.
Here it is. Share screen, window, here. So that's what it looks like, right? So these all down here are all the different sounds that go into the trailer. And you just lay them on, stack them on top of each other. So everything in green is sound, and then these things in blue are video parts. If I can just.
Pete Callan is loving this part. He says ZZZ.
He says what? Sorry.
Just a snoring emoji.
Oh yeah, he loves this stuff.
Mel B says,
I can't really show you much. How many tracks is it? I mean, I don't know, it's a lot of tracks, but it's like a lot of sound effects too. And I think these textings I did in Adobe After Effects. And then I imported all that, including the imagery, into Premiere Pro. And voila, we have a trailer.
Cool.
That's how you do it.
Maybe you could do, instead of showing us on this, maybe that could be one of your pre-recorded videos. You could walk us through your trailer when you do your next
I don't
one.
think people are terribly interested in it. Like Sam Rogers is falling asleep. We lost Pete Callan.
That's part of your lore too, though. Like anytime that you get serious, people are gonna act like they're not interested. So like, lore is
Also, one
everything,
says
yeah.
I'm 8 Mile. Wakazashi is my newest, biggest fan. He says, "Am I the only one into this?" I'm glad to have one. I'm glad to have one.
But
Tommy
then
says, "No, we are interested."
But what if Wakazashi's Tea House tells all their friends and then has more friends than the people that are sleeping in your chat?
I hope that he does. I hope that he does. I am going to grab my iPad. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to have something to eat. We're going to watch. We're up to like episode 5 on this Sandman thing.
I couldn't get into it. I tried.
Oh, dude.
I like the first 5-10 minutes. I'm like, wow, it's like Harry Potter, but everyone's old. And I just kind of changed to something else after that.
It's something else. Look at Mel. She's like, no. We're too far in. She says, "Don't make me." We're too far in. I need to see what happens now. I can't even remember like really what happens in the comics. Like I do remember, but I don't remember the details.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying don't torture Mel. Look, I think the show is intriguing enough. It's interesting. I think it actually is a lot better produced than I thought it would be from the trailers. But damn, look at her. She's like, no, we can do it. Wakazashi says it's so boring, dull, uninteresting. They did make it small and less interesting than how crazy and sort of otherworldly the comics were.
Yeah. Last week, a Image book became a Amazon TV series. Have you heard of Paper Girls? It was by Brian
Is that a
K.
TV
Vaughan.
series?
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
Isn't the girl who got like dunked on by Marvel? She drew that, didn't she?
I
The
don't.
Zoe Thorogood.
It could be. I honestly don't remember who the artist is. It's a really static art style. With
European style.
yeah,
Like
and then like
very, yeah.
it's colored like very like muted single color, no cell shading on
Yeah.
top of it. But
Yeah.
the production quality, like I don't think they were planning on it being popular because it's like the CW made the show. It's really low budget. It's like the effects are really poorly done, and it was like when I read the series, and it was like as good as Stranger Things, the way it's written, and it takes place in the 80s, and it like kind of really captures the feel of a 1980s horror. And then you watch the TV show, and it's like, oh wow, this is crap. So
Maybe I'll have to, like, the Stranger Things video has done so well for me. You got Wakazashi in here because of it. Getting lots of views. Maybe I'll check it out and do a video on it.
yeah, see,
I
Awesome
am aware of Paper Girls. I haven't read it, and obviously haven't watched the show, but people
Yeah,
saying it's very average. Well, I'll
yeah.
check it out.
And then
All right, we're going to end it there. We're at 2 hours. Thank you, Skip, for jumping on. I'll give a posthumous thank you to Rob.
Oh yeah, I
who's
forgot
left.
Rob was here. Miss him.
No, it's so easy to forget. But the biggest thank you of all goes out to the wonderful, amazing, incredible, spectacular, sexy, and awesome. And what's another adjective, Skip?
The sexiest chat in Comicsgate.
There you go.
It's the
How,
catchphrase,
guys?
right?
I will see you tomorrow morning for another video. It'll be nighttime for you guys, but I'll see you then. Bye.
Individually, we are weak, like a